Hello and welcome back to another one of Strategy Stream's guide videos on Breath of the Wild. Today we're going to be going through the first trial of the sword, the beginning trials. With this video, I highly suggest going in with a full set of 2 rows of hearts. You can manage that by getting 5 Hardy Durians and cooking them up, which is going to give you a full health replenish plus 20 extra hearts. And also going in with either, I would suggest 3 damage increase 30 minutes or 3 resistance up, defense up for 30 minutes. And by doing that, you're going to cook 4 mighty bananas plus a shard of Fairish Horn. And you can find the Fairish Horn by checking out one of my other videos where we farmed for Fairish Horns for rupees. I'm not going to take the time in this video to show you how to gather the material, just what you need. So if you cook this one up, you're going to get a great damage increase, but if you're bad at dodging, then you may want to consider going in with defense. Now if you're doing this on master mode, the damage is really the only way to go because of the way the enemies rejuvenate health. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started on the beginning trials. Mine's going to look a little bit different because I've already completed all of them. And this video is going to be completely uncut from beginning to end. And I'm just going to talk you through with what I do. Alright, so what you're going to want to make sure is, before you come in here, you're going to make sure that you want to have upgraded bombs and stasis. So the beginning trial, there's only going to be 3 red bacabs, and 1 well-placed bomb will take them all out. Alright, so that was it. So make sure you grab the meat that's here. Use your woodcutter's axe for anything wooden that you want to break down, like these chests right here. The barrels. We're ready to move on to the next floor. Now, I'd say for most people, don't necessarily take your time. You don't have to rush, but you do have 30 minutes. So you're going to want to do what you can to get through this. Luckily, the beginning trial doesn't have as many floors. Alright, with this floor, there's going to be 1 archer on the tower. Don't worry about him. Go straight for the choo-choo and catch the updraft. And go straight to the middle and get on the top of the tree. And with a good placed bomb, you should be able to knock these guys off. Drop them off the tree. They may throw a couple rocks up here. No biggie. Once they're down, check to make sure that you've grabbed everything up here. Which I have. Grab the bow. And by the archer's tower, there's going to be 2 barrels with 10 arrows in there. Go ahead and grab those. Grab everything that was dropped from the guys above. Take out this last choo-choo, and you're done. Trying to go back up there, make sure that we grabbed everything. You can, I also highly recommend going in with a full set of more than 1 stamina wheel. Makes the entire process a little bit easier. And you may find arrows left over from the guy shooting on the archer's tower. Next room is super easy. You're going to start off with one blue choo-choo. Just bomb them. And then 4 red choo-choos are going to pop up. There's a chest up here that contains a boomerang. You can easily break that one down by just climbing up the tree and a well-placed throw bomb. Knock that chest right down. And they'll probably break the chest, so we grab the boomerang. Just bomb these choo-choos. Now also there's a chest over here. You cannot bomb it. The only other way to do it is pull out your bow, light it on fire, and give it a quick shot. Grab that for 5 fire arrows. Now that we've killed the 4 original fire choo-choos, there's going to be 4 more that spawn. And that's all that's left in this room. Blow them up and you're good to go. Alright, so with this one, there's going to be a red macabre straight over here. He's got some reach on him. So give him a quick bomb throw. Take him out. The quicker you take him out, the less of a chance that that guy on the archer tower notices you and calls the rest of them out. It makes it a little bit more easier to manage. Gonna be 2 at the top. Knock them off. Make sure you grab their items. Alright, so they has been alerted. Grab his bow. Like I said, use the woodcutter's axe. Break this apart, grab all the arrows inside. Well-placed bomb there causes him to take the explosion damage plus fall damage. There should be one final guy at the very top here. Same thing applies. Grab this for the fire arrows. Pull that out, switch to your fire arrows, and aim to the very top of the explosion barrel. And blow this guy up. And that's it for this room. Make sure you find his bow, because his bow is one of the better bows. Now, if you were on master mode, there would be a hammer to grab that we'll use later on. Unfortunately, I don't believe that it is in normal mode. With this, we're going to go ahead and take care of the mobs first. There's going to be 2 moblins patrolling out, and you're going to be able to take your bow. We can attract him without attracting the others that are inside the skull. You can stun lock him by throwing a bomb and just keep switching between bombs. He's done. Grab his spear. Go around. stay out of distance from the others. Do the same thing with this moblin. I said bombs will stun lock them, super easy takeout. Advise running back over here to this side of the skull. Take aim and shoot the lantern down, which will cause that to explode. Do massive amount of damage to the people inside. Bomb the ones trying to come out if you can. You're done. So we'll get rid of some of these weak weapons and pick up what's inside. Now you have to quickly pick those up because after that explosion, these items will burn up. I'm gonna do a quick double check to make sure. Hard to remember the differences between normal mode and master mode when it comes to weapons. Alright, so we're done. Alright, so now for the next one we have... Big giant rock dude. Alright, so since we do not have a metal hammer, we're going to use the strongest one, which is the Boko Bat. We're going to equip that up. And we're just going to jump on the Stone Talus and spin to win. The more stamina you have, the better. Jump off of him because he's going to throw you off anyways. Rejuvenate some stamina. And try to stay on his back as much as you can. Sometimes you're going to have to run to the front and let him try to smash downward. Run to the back. Jump on him. Camera angles can be a little bit funky. Get to the top, let your stamina rejuvenate. That's it. All right. So that was easy. There's a couple chests over here. I cannot remember what's in it, but we're about to find out. Nothing useful. There's a couple explosion barrels on this side, but I really suggest staying away from those because if he throws, the Stone Talus throws his rock arm at you, you will take explosion damage, and it will be bad. Alright, so now we are at our first resting floor. There is one fairy. You're going to want to sneak up to them because they will fly away if you scare them. Just sneak up, grab them, grab all the materials on the ground. There are 3 fish you can bomb, throw it in the middle of the water, explode, grab them. There's going to be 3 chests we're going to go ahead and pick up. We got 1 shield, weapon, and you may have to at this point start replacing low level items if you don't have enough inventory space. On this file I haven't done enough Korok seeds. Going to use our woodcutter's axe. Break these apart. More arrows. And after that, all the items that we've saved, we are going to go ahead now and cook up. So I'd suggest doing the fish plus the 2 meat that we have. And then the mushrooms. Now also too, cooking these up, if you have ones that give buffs, you're going to want to cook 2 different buffs to cancel out the buff. So if we cook a iron shroom with a mighty banana, because this is a defense and that one is a damage upgrade, they're going to cancel each other. And the reason why we do this is because if you eat food such as what we just cooked up, which is a tough, it's going to cancel our attack up that we already have for 30 minutes. So rushroom. Fortunately, there's nothing else we're going to be able to do. I probably won't need these items. But for the rest of y'all, just be mindful of what you cook up. And don't accidentally cook your fairy either. Cook up everything you have. There's also some apples on the tree that you can grab. But I'm going to go ahead and skip those as well. And we're on to the next half of it. Now also know that you have one attempt to do this. If you fail, you have to start back the beginning trials all the way from the beginning. But after you finish the beginning trials and move on to the intermediate, if you die at any point, you just have to restart that portion of the trial from the beginning. Alright, so for this one, you're going to see an electric choo-choo with 2 Lizalfos. Skip those. You're going to see a sleeping one. Keep him sleeping. And go ahead right now. Equip your best bow. Or one of them. I'm going to click the 5. And we're going to take this one right here out. Try to aim for headshots. Keep him busy. Alright, he's going to have a nice bow that he's going to drop. Go ahead and pick his up. We're going to go ahead and take this sleeping one out. Said same thing. Nice, well aimed shot. He's going to drop a forked boomerang. That's going to be another one of those ones that you're going to want to get rid of the Boko clubs. Alright, for this, I suggest shooting the electric choo-choo first. Give them a little shock. Do what you can to manage these 2 at the same time. They're going to be hard to keep your distance. Just to work at one at a time. And watch out for that. Always keep in mind that there's always a second one. Okay, he's done. Pick up any new items that may have dropped. Definitely gonna need them. All the roasted bass. We'll go ahead and break these chests apart. Like the arrows and the items inside. Go ahead and get rid of this Boko spear for the throwing spear. And there is one chest in here that you can grab using Magnesis. That contains 10 arrows. So we're done with this floor. Alright, so this one, there's going to be 2 Octoroks and a Wizrobe. Go ahead and take out the Octoroks with a good shield, perfect shield, which I'm doing absolutely terrible at, not normally. Okay. For this guy, you go ahead and equip stasis. Let him respawn or move. Pull out stasis and lock him and shoot him in the head. One shot to the head will cause him to knock down. Gonna go ahead and pick a weapon up and start taking him out. Alright, I highly suggest picking up his lightning rod. So if you have to get rid of a weapon, go ahead and get rid of it. At this point, we're going to go ahead and drop what we have, the lightning rod. And you will see why it will come in handy. Alright. Not only that, I believe if this is the same as Master Mode, there are two... Not a chest over here. But check at these rocks surrounding rocks right here. Stamina as I want. This is gonna turn out to be bad. Excuse the mess ups. Go over here. Collect this chest. Go ahead and use the cryosis. Pop that chest up. Snag it. And of course, more arrows. And you will find that we will definitely need them by the end of this trial. Alright, so next, I believe, is one of the hardest floors, and for Master Mode, is probably the hardest floor for everybody on Master Mode. You're going to want to pull out a bow and quickly shoot the guy in the middle. Keep this guy asleep. One well-placed headshot will keep him from alerting because he does have a horn. And at this case, we're going to want that to be done so that we can manage and try to keep only attacking one at a time. Go ahead and have your, what do you call this? The lightning rod out. Try not to alert one of the others. Go ahead and pick up his bow. What we're going to do is zap them and switch. 2, 3 hits and switch back. Zap, switch, 1, 2, 3. You 1, 2, 3. That way you keep them in a perfect locked. This one might be nice. If you can manage to sneak up on him and get a sneak attack, you're going to get a definite damage bonus. But he is awake and alert. On Master Mode, they are, I believe, sleeping. Get him to drop those. 1, 2, 3. And that's it, you're done. Go ahead and break down everything. Make sure you grab the shield. Alright, so the way we're going to do this in normal mode is a little bit different than how we would do it in master mode. But you can go ahead and hop on here. Cut this off and start taking out the archers. This is where all those arrows are going to come into play. Watch out, they do have fire arrows. Okay, we're good with the archers. Go ahead and start taking out some of the bokos at the top here. Let the platform get all the way to the end. Now, one thing to remember is bokoblins cannot swim. If you can get them in the water, you're gonna have a huge advantage. Now watch out. There is moblins at the very top of this who are going to be very strong. I apologize, I just hit my mic. Alright, so now that we've taken care of that, with this moblin, what we can do is go ahead and have stasis ready. And we're going to go ahead and get a decent sized weapon. Stasis him and give him a good couple whacks. Hopefully he'll slide a little bit. The major concern about this is to not get hit. Do what you can to get him in the water because he can't swim either. And that's it for this one. You can go ahead and break everything you need. The next level's not going to be so bad. We're heading to the final level of the beginning trials. Just going to be a high nox. If you didn't already notice, you can know this, but you can stun lock the high nox with stasis for an easy eye shot. I'll pull out this. Let him wake up. Shoot him in the eye. He's gonna fall to the ground. Don't run right up in there and get smashed by him. And we're just gonna spin to win. Fortunately, watch out for him doing a butt slam. Definitely take your time with this, because if he decides to jump and do a butt slam, it's gonna hurt really bad. We're gonna go with a quicker weapon. There are weapons on his thing, on his necklace, that you can grab while he's down. And that is it to the beginning trials. Once you finish the Hinox, you're done. Go ahead and take the teleporter and claim your Master Sword upgrade. So with how the Master Trials are set up, Master Sword starts at a damage of 30 and doubles in the presence of Guardians and Ganon's minions, but when you do your first trial, it upgrades to 40 damage. The middle trials upgrades it to 50, and the final trials upgrades it to 60 at all times. So go ahead and pull your Master Sword for an upgrade. And that is it. I will be doing another video for the intermediate trials. So if you thought this video was helpful and you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, comment any suggestions that you may want to have on other videos, other tutorials of Breath of the Wild. And I thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you all have a wonderful day.